Hello, dear ones. Father Peter John coming to you from All Saints Orthodox Church in Bloomington, Indiana. Christ is in our midst. We're talking today about step 18 on the ladder of divine ascent from the book, The Ladder of Divine Ascent by St. John Climacus. The title of this chapter is On Insensibility, that is, the deadening of the soul. What does that mean? Well, let's have a look. St. John says, "The insensible man is a witless philosopher, a self-condemned commentator, a self-contradictory windbag, a blind man who teaches others to see. He talks of temperance and self-control, but he lives for gluttony. He repeats what he has learned about vigil and drops asleep on the spot. He praises prayer but runs from it as from the plague. He blesses obedience, but he is the first to disobey. He praises detachment, but he is not ashamed to be spiteful and to fight for a rag. He blesses silence and praises it with a spate of words. He teaches meekness, and during the actual teaching, frequently gets angry. Before others, he blames himself for being vainglorious, and in blaming himself, he's only angling for glory for himself. He extols almsgivers and reviles beggars. All the time, he is his own accuser, and he does not want to come to his senses. I will not say he cannot." Wow. So that's pretty thick. Let's break it down just a little bit. What is St. John talking about here? It sounds like hypocrisy. Certainly there's hypocrisy, an element of that in there, but the title of this chapter is on insensibility, or the deadening of the soul. So it's not so much that we're just looking at a hypocrite here, but we're looking at somebody who they have the right answers, they know the right information, they know how to tell people what should be done, but they don't do it themselves because they really don't, even if they do believe it, they really don't believe it at their core. They don't have a healthy fear of God. They don't feel the real need for a sustained repentance. Lord, have mercy on all of us. They don't commit themselves to doing those things that they are happy to tell others need to be done. So again, there's an element of hypocrisy there, certainly, but it's not just that simple. St. John has a prescription for this. He says, "Pray often at coffins. Engrave an indelible image of them in your heart. For unless you inscribe it there with the pen of fasting, you will never conquer insensibility." So St. John says the answer for the insensible man, the man with who's got numbness of soul, the answer is the remembrance of death. And the way he describes the remembrance of death then is to go to pray often at the coffins and to inscribe that image of those coffins, of those departed ones in your mind with the pen of fasting. Lord, have mercy. This man has a lot of incredible insight and powerful, convicting things to say. As I said, God, be merciful to all of us. Lord, help us to have the strength to apply these steps and these words to our own lives and not to judge our brother. Christ is in our midst. He is and ever shall be.